welcome back as always. We're back again. We're going to be watching another DC movie today. We're watching Batman versus Superman.
Oh boy.
The Ultimate Edition.
Why would they go against each other?
That's what I don't like.
Why would Batman and Superman go against each other?
Because
they're
both good guys, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Now, Batman, as we know, because we did see the Dark Knight trilogy a while ago, and thank you for those who are patient with that, because it wasn't our YouTube, but Warner Brothers, I get it, like, copyright is copyright, and fair use, we're protected by fair use law, but at the same time, ranting.
That's right.
The company, if they want to bully us or whatever, just, like, take something out if they can,
Take it away.
so they can take it away, but we do have videos as well on our Vimeo, because we do stay within the law of doing a heavily edited 10-minute version of our reactions. Yay, for social media. Whoopee.
So go on there.
Yeah, so go in there. I love that you have that mug. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. She's got that.
Yeah, so we did see the Dark Knight trilogy, and we really enjoyed that. It was very scary. I remember when you watched that with the Joker, you guys, me too,
That
like,
was really
a lot of adrenaline, like I was holding my breath a lot, and we were so freaked out. It was so dreadful, but he's such a good villain. Not a good villain, he's a really bad villain, but he's like
Bad
a really
villain, but he's
cool
really
villain.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he
like creepy and
was.
very sinister and smart and crazy. So it was just a fun, different kind of villain that we've seen, you know, from the Marvel Universe. So it was cool to see a DC villain like that. Like, that was really over the top. So we have all kinds of fun characters behind us too, guys. We have dinosaurs and everything
Look
now.
at this
Oh my
collection.
goodness.
We're
Just
just
like
like
throwing
give us some
everything back
room
here
and watch
now.
out.
I know.
Watch out.
We know Bruce Wayne, of course, is a very rich person. He's like a
Yes.
billionaire, right? He
That's
I
right.
know he's a
Oh my
millionaire, but I think he's a billionaire.
That's right.
He is super smart, and he has a lot of gadgets, but he does
my
not
God.
have any superpowers.
That's right.
He's a normal
That's right.
person. Not a normal person, but he is just a person with no superpowers.
Just
and
super
he's
money.
Yeah.
super money, and he trained really hard. He's very disciplined, and he knows martial arts and all kinds of crazy things that we saw in the Dark Knight trilogy. You know, like, he really trained hard for a long time.
I wonder if Robin's going to be in this.
Yeah, I love Robin. That would be so
Yeah.
cool if he's in this. I would love that. He's like always been my favorite, because growing
Robin.
up, we have a lot of siblings, and my twin and I growing up, he was always the main character, and I always loved being the side character. We did that with everything. So he always had to be Batman, and I always wanted to be Robin. Remember when we used to cut up our clothes? I used to get socks and stuff, like black socks, and I used to make my Robin mask. We had so much fun. And then, like, Sonic and Tails, we used to play that, the video game. He used to be Sonic, and I would always be Tails, but that's how we loved doing it, and it was just so much fun. So it just brings back good memories,
They were
and I hope
right,
Robin's
see that?
Cutest kids.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, they were.
We enjoyed Man of Steel a lot.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we liked
actually enjoyed it.
We like that.
Yeah,
We
and
liked
Superman
the
actually
late scene. We was
made...
getting the laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yowza.
Woo, that was fun in the beginning. Like, he's all buff, kind of in the beginning.
Right.
He's like, let me just grab your laundry, I need clothes right now.
Yes.
But yeah, and then at the end, too, when totally opposite and not even related to what you just said, but he actually...
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just rambling, but he actually made his first kill.
That's
Hopefully
right,
his only
and
kill.
he didn't want to.
Because Superman's all about protecting people, and that was hard for him to kill Zod.
And he's
but
an alien. He's not. He's really not human.
Yeah, he's not human. Yeah, see, I'm saying it like it's human, but yeah, you're right. You're right. So that was a big deal for him. So I think we should get into this and see what this is about. Batman versus Superman. It does not sound happy, that's for sure.
I don't think
You have
so.
these two really cool
Terrible.
superheroes
Yeah, it's
that are
making
going to go
them
against each other. I will say Batman is played by a different actor this time. This time it's Ben Affleck.
Oh, then
They do that in some of the movies.
my
They keep
goodness.
changing. I know, I like that reaction because that's my reaction too when I first heard that. I know, I couldn't
see
picture it
him.
at first. I couldn't picture it at
me too,
first,
but
but
hey.
apparently he makes a good Batman, and we'll see. I guess we'll all find out
We'll
as
find
we
out.
watch. But
That's right.
you want to do that was the thing too, because I love how Batman talks, and he was like that in the cartoon. But I think it's so funny sometimes when he's super talk like this all the
Oh
time.
my God, that was a
But,
Ben
but,
Affleck.
but the last movie we saw was really well done. It was just funny, you know. Like, I just remember from the cartoon how he was like that too, and it was just like really cool to me. And I'm like, I can't imagine talking like that all the time.
Oh,
And
God.
then, like, Bruce Wayne constantly has laryngitis because of it. Like, I can't do it.
That was funny.
Stay in character.
Stay in character. So thank you all who actually watch our intros and our endings because we really enjoy doing them. And when we first started this channel, we never discussed anything. We just watched, and I think we only talked for a few seconds. And many of you have asked us to actually do reviews, so that's why we do those now, which we do enjoy actually talking more about it because then we kind of like retain things more, and it's kind of neat to hear each other's opinions.
Yeah, I
and-
think it's fantastic.
yeah, it's really great. So thank you guys for watching our intros and our exits after we watch something, you know, our reviews. And we're going to play a little game. If you'd like to leave it in the comments below. Poor Kimmy had foot surgery. Why did she need foot surgery? Please leave it in the comments below.
Did I kick something? I still have
No,
So we want to
no.
play a game just
You
for
might
the
have.
fun of it. Yeah, but she's doing well. And
great.
she's doped up on drugs. And
Ice, elevate, and
yeah.
codeine.
And she's doing well. So
I'm
yay.
doing very well with that. I'm not overdoing it with
Mm-hmm.
the medication.
So she's an awesome
But right
patient.
now I am on the medication.
You are on the medication. So it's going to be a fun time.
So it's called the Dawn of Justice?
Dawn of Justice.
Another
Dawn.
dawn.
of
Yes, Dawn. There's
Justice.
another Dawn.
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 Dawn. All right, you guys ready? Batman
We're
versus
ready.
Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. So thank you guys for
Wow.
requesting that. That's a long title.
Sounds so.
So long.
Miss Lane, Jimmy Olsen, photographer.
Ah, there's Jimmy.
Yay! Ooh, he's a cute Jimmy.
Trouble at the border.
Oh my
Holy
God.
crap.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry, but it looks
God,
kind
I
of
see
scary.
that.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
We found
Is it like a tracker or something?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Holy crap.
Jimmy.
That's not good. Oh my God.
Last
What's
second.
your
Last second.
Oh my God.
Oh my god, I killed Jimmy!
Hey.
Take one step. You will see the inside of her head.
Superman, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, don't
That's
threaten
a
Lois.
Smart. What's above him?
Oh,
Oh. Woohoo.
Is it Batty?
I'm Batman.
Yeah, watch it. Yeah.
Hi. Don't hurt him.
Joanna from...
Yes, it is.
It is.
Hunger Games.
Could be black box.
Another dream? You shooting
gotta-
people.
It's like that.
Look at these things!
What are
Oh my
those
God.
things?
What the heck? Huh? Oh, what is this?
See, it says S on their arms.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this has to be a dream.
Oh.
No way.
Oh, you gonna go help?
You wouldn't do that.
Oh my God.
What the?
Okay, so he.
Always been right about him.
Uh-oh, Superman. Watch out.
No.
No, I'm trying to help. Get out of the way.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Oh my.
Went right through him.
Whoops.
Are you kidding?
The bat is dead. Bury it. Consider this mercy.
Do you plead?
He's not there. Jeez.
Oh my God.
Holy
Whoa.
crap.
Crap.
And the only one that survives is him.
Oh,
So they're all gonna think.
jeez. Oh. Sorry, John.
Take a drink every time Mom jumps and Superman takes off. Any clue who she is?
This is WW Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
Oh. My goodness.
Oh my god,
Oh my
is
goodness.
Dad?
Yes.
Ah.
It is.
Oh
I'm
my
like, who the heck
God.
could survive up
Yeah,
there?
right?
He's not alive though, he can't be.
No, he isn't.
Uh-oh.
I swear to God, leave her
God.
alone. Oh
You
my
better leave her
god.
alone.
It's like the last movie. Don't say excuse me. No.
Oh boy.
Surprise.
She knows. Oh, yes, you totally know him. You totally know
Crap.
him.
Crap.
Crap. Oh, son of a.
Superman is a pretty little road. Could call Lois Lane.
Okay, I thought he was gonna push her off. Oh, he did!
You son of a.
He totally did!
Oh my God.
She's gonna get saved.
It probably feels that Superman's gonna
Yeah,
go.
see?
Yep, see.
Watch out.
Hey, don't let people see you though.
Oh, boy.
They're here. Come on, watch
Where's your mama?
Martha.
Yeah, so her name's Martha
The
too.
mother of a flying demon.
Listen, just
I
listen.
understand.
You don't. Wow.
Oh, the
There
trick
he is
worked on
right
me.
there. Watch out.
Ooh. Oh no!
Is that the
Scream.
kryptonite?
Wow. Yes, it does.
Oh, crap.
Shit. That's.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Oh, son of a gun.
Men are brave.
not strong enough.
So now he's equivalent.
Oh, come on.
No.
Talk to him.
Strength is coming back, I guess,
came
slowly.
back, yeah. Oh my God.
See, it's
Not
coming
doing
back.
I
anything.
can't do anything.
Oh no, he's got the
come
mega
on.
load of it.
Oh,
The
maybe.
rest of it.
Crying
The
out
rest of the
loud.
kryptonite.
No.
Shit.
Oh, crying out loud.
Son of a gun.
Oh,
They killed
come
him. He's
on.
breaking his neck. Oh.
I thought he was gonna break his neck too. Yeah,
my
what's
God.
he doing?
Back.
Did he?
Oh,
Come on.
he's still alive.
Gonna drag him.
It's like so degrading
That your
too.
parents taught you that you mean something.
Yes, the rest of it. He's gonna stab him with it.
Come on.
Only makes sense if you force it to.
Oh, come
Really? Are you
He
gonna
was.
really
He
kill
never
him?
said he
Come
was.
on.
He never said that either.
No.
Oh, he's gonna mark him?
Oh, he's gonna mark
So
him
you
with
bleed.
it. And he's gonna stab him with it.
Kill Martha.
It's so weird that him and his mom have the same freaking name.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's his mother's name.
Oh.
Martha won't die tonight.
They changed so fast
All
though.
of a
Like
sudden,
all this
it's like
that.
Oh.
Martha, okay.
Good thing his mother's name was Martha.
Yeah. But you don't know where Martha is,
That's
so
what I
be
said.
careful.
Oh, bye-bye.
Ha!
Nice.
I get to see some final like good Batman
Wow.
action.
Oh no, crap. Oh god, that's not good. Oh no, crap!
Thank God he's bulletproof. Holy crap!
Yeah.
That's right.
I believe you. I'm a friend of your son's.
I figured. The cape.
The cape. Ew. What the heck is that?
Your Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Ew, it's like a big blobby. Oh, he's gone.
Wow.
Oh, he
Holy
can jump
crap!
like that?
Oh my God, just like that.
Wow. Good shot.
Let's get rid of this guy. Throw him into space.
Oh, he's kind of.
Maybe he is. Yeah, put him in space. Good idea.
Cleared the city.
Oh, he's gonna hold him to make sure.
He'll go just in time, hopefully. He'll go
He'll
just in
survive.
time.
He'll survive.
Did he?
Oh, he did. What a hero.
Oh,
What?
Shockwaves are getting stronger. Every time we hit it, we make it more powerful.
No. He's moving like he's gonna
He's
heal
coming
himself.
back
He's
to
healing
normal.
himself.
he's coming back.
The
to
sun.
normal.
Oh, it's Wonder Woman!
Yay.
Cool, finally.
Wonder
I'm
Woman's
so
just
bad.
gonna appear.
Yeah. And Superman now too. Woohoo! Even up the odds a little.
She with you?
I thought she was with you.
You're just making him stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Find his sword. Get the sword.
She's alive.
Okay, get it away
I
from
didn't
it.
think that through.
I'll go give it to Batty.
This is my world.
No, Clark,
Oh,
don't.
it's my world.
You are my world.
No.
Wow.
Spear him. Quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, now get away from
Yeah.
it. Quickly. Oh, he's spearing him.
Oh boy.
No. No, we can't get away from him.
You'd actually pierce him.
He's piercing in more.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Can't kill Superman.
Oh, God. Okay, it's disappearing.
Oh yeah, there's a
What
really
was
disappearing.
that?
No.
Killed
Oh, they're
reporting
actually.
Gotham Battle.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh my goodness.
Aww.
Yeah. It's like Joker almost.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But who would believe me? I'm insane. The bell's already been rung.
Bell's already been rung. Oh, no.
And they've heard it.
Oh, no.
Who's they? I don't care. I want that to happen. Yay! It's all at the end!
The ground went up.
What does that mean?
Oh,
Unless they had some kind of Stranger Things just happen. I don't know. Well, that's with magnets, but.
Oh my God.
Okay! Yay! I hope he comes back. He can't kill Superman.
Oh, no, you can't.
That was the biggest thing
I
that
don't believe
sucked.
That. I was crying out loud. No,
Of
you
course.
can't do it. Oh.
I'll let it roll because I don't know if there's any scenes at the end, but I'll let you guys go first. What do you think?
my
Again, we're all blind to
God.
this. Yeah.
It was
Well,
really confusing.
or were-
It
we
was
were blind, yeah.
confusing. It was confusing to me.
Mhm.
Now I straightened out, but God.
Yeah, did you like it?
It
Yeah,
was
mine
good.
did.
I liked
was
it. I
good,
just
but it was
wish
really-
that they talked when they had to fight together. When
Yeah.
Lex was making. I wish he just said, "Stop it for a second." You know, calmed him down. Superman calming Batman down,
Mm-hmm.
and just told him,
That's right.
like,
that's
look,
right.
Yeah.
he's conspiring. He wants us to get against each other.
Inspiring, yeah.
Conspiring, yes.
But I agree. I totally agree there. And I'm trying to be open-minded because I know Batman and Superman are huge, iconic heroes that we've known forever since the beginning,
Yeah.
you know? And
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been a big fan service to see Batman and Superman go against each
Yeah.
other. I'm assuming that. I'm sure there's a lot of build-up for this film, but I did not like them fighting against
And I
each
didn't
other
know
at all.
why
I
Oh,
don't
didn't
want
like
that.
it.
I don't know why
Yeah.
anyone would want that.
Superman is like the ultimate superpower where how do you defeat that? Like he's so super
Exactly.
strong,
Yeah.
bulletproof, he can see through walls, he can, use his laser beam eyes and destroy everything.
That alone.
He's super fast,
Yeah,
he can sonic
that-
hearing
my
or
God.
sonic speed, whatever, like he does everything.
And
So-
he has one
Definitely.
weakness, and that's kryptonite.
That's
and
kryptonite.
And that
where
completely
Batman
debilitates-
has so many things
Yeah.
against him, but he
Right.
did everything himself.
Yeah.
Well, with Alfred's help.
I couldn't believe how Batman kept going after Superman. I said, crying out loud.
But they both
both were
knew.
doing it. Yeah, I
They
know.
both were deceived. They both
Yeah,
thought
they were.
they were doing evil in their own right.
Yeah.
And
I agree, and the fight sequence was actually really cool. I did like it, but again, for the purpose of them going against each other, I didn't like how... I understand why Batman was like, we can't have this ultimate power, this alien ultimate power ruling over us, even though he is good. You never know if he's fully good. He might try to... 1% of him could be bad, and he could destroy us all because he's just that powerful. But what gives Batman the right to make that call, to be like, well, I'm going to take out this guy because we don't know? Well, how do people know that you're okay? So I didn't
right.
like that whole... tunnel vision idea that he had to destroy this other
exactly.
guy.
And everything was pointing against Superman, that the population thought, well, maybe he is bad. These people died, in the desert, and was it him? And then
with Zod in the
right.
in the last movie,
right,
destroying all those
Right,
people.
yeah.
Not on
exactly.
purpose,
And then
but
with
hurting those people.
Senator Fitch,
Mhm.
or Finch, whatever her name is, when in there, was he conspiring with Lexo? What was going on with Lex So they didn't know.
Yeah.
So I think that's why Batman thought, but still.
There were a lot of gray areas,
right.
yeah, because Lex Luthor actually like sabotaged and did that so Superman would look like the bad guy there.
Totally. He
You
was
know?
the bait. That poor guy was the bait.
He was
Yeah,
so
he was
obsessed,
so
Lex
angry.
was, at going after Batman and
Batman.
Superman and having them go against each other. That was his obsession. And
Yeah.
seeing Lex like that, because from the one I knew back in the day, it was like, I mainly watched the cartoon, and I used to watch Lois and Clark. I know a lot of people might laugh at that one. But I know that was like a soap opera kind of like TV show or whatever. But he wasn't a crazy person like that. Like he was super smart, and he was just a very like rich villain that always had like, I think, machines and stuff to go after Superman, but he wasn't like psychotic or anything. So he reminded me a lot of the Joker in this. Like he was
I believe
Batman's
that
Joker.
as well. I
Yeah.
totally thought he
like
was
that.
Joker-like.
Mm-hmm.
He was very...
I really
Yeah,
love
it's
that
really
actor
well
too.
done.
Eisen something like he's so good, and there's so many other movies that he's in. I only know him from Zombieland. I'm sure there's something else I saw him in, but I think it's hilarious. I love him in that, and he's so good. In this one, he's such a great actor, and he's so freaky in this. Like holy
Yeah,
crap,
guys were-
He was. He
Yeah.
was twitchy and,
Oh
you
my
know.
gosh.
so crazy.
I love Lois. I love
Oh,
Lois.
absolutely, yeah.
And I love, Perry.
Amy Adams,
Perry
yes.
was always like, the father figure.
That's right.
I like him. He was spicy
Yeah,
in this one. He was
oh,
kind
that
of like
was
the
good.
Perry that I
Right,
always thought he
yeah.
would be.
Yeah.
Like that's a character I've known from the comics and stuff, where he was always like go-getter, and he was very tough, but he was a caring guy too. But he was always like hard on you, and I like how he
And
would
he
just.
was really hard on Kent, and Kent was...
Okay,
But then he
yeah, that's
wouldn't,
fine.
fire him. Like, he's
No, he
like,
wouldn't.
Kent wasn't...
I love you guys, but do it this way. Stop like defying me. And I did like Perry a lot in this as well. And I love Morpheus. He's always
That's
awesome.
right, yeah.
That's right.
But going back to Superman, I'm glad that it looks like he's going to live somehow in the next film, maybe. But my favorite thing about this movie was the whole Lois Lane and Superman thing.
That was
Like
good.
that was
Yeah,
my
that was
favorite
really
thing of this
good.
movie. I thought they did a
Yeah.
good job
They
with
didn't give up on
following
each
them.
other. They always kept believing in...
True to each
and
other.
and he kept saving her.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of like sappy, and
Yeah.
it has to
Yeah,
do
but I
like,
like that.
from the old comics and the old cartoon and stuff, where anytime she's in trouble, he's there to save her all the time. But
Right.
I'm trying to think like, well, he's in love with her, and she and his mom are his world. So I thought like maybe he's more in tune to them, so he hears things like more so with them than anyone else.
Yeah.
Just like the last movie when his mom was in trouble with Zod, and then immediately when he was
right.
with Lois, he knew right away and he took off.
Yes,
like, he
right,
has like
in
that
that
sense for
cornfield.
those two. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. As sappy as it was, like I thought they did such a good job with the romance and stuff, and you really felt for them. And I like how, since the first movie, how they got together, and it wasn't that whole, okay, well, Clark Kent's Superman? Like, she didn't know, and just with the glasses. So I'm glad that they
I
didn't
think
have this
boy,
whole,
yeah.
like, thing of them maybe
Facade.
possibly getting together, but not actually connecting or connecting the dots. So I kind of like how they...
That's good.
That whole General Zod thing, that was really weird with going into that
I didn't understand
What the heck
how...
was that?
cave thing
No
with...
idea.
Yeah, because
Lex
Lex
and-
is a very smart guy, and apparently he's a scientist too, or something, or he had a coat on, and acted like one or something.
Yeah.
So we're like, I don't know if he is or
Scientist.
not, but I'm guessing in
Average
this.
scientist.
But how did he know to take Zod's body, to put it back into that gooey stuff in that ship, and then be like, let me use your fingerprints, and I'm Zod now,
God,
and,
right?
but here's
So what the
Zod's
heck?
actual
What the
DNA, and you can't
The
tell him
computer's
who
saying, do you want to take over?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I mean, try to be open-minded because it is a superhero film, which we love those anyways.
That's right.
But I'm like, how the heck did he know to make this weird, crazy Doomsday creature,
Exactly.
Please, in the
Right,
comments, please let us know what you think and explain some foggy
gosh.
details for us. And I know a lot of you probably know because a lot of you are comic book people and know a lot more of the
Yeah.
history, and I'm always curious to
we're
learn
so-
more.
We're so new to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Doomsday was a cool character, and I've heard of Doomsday before. He might have been in the cartoon or something, but it was crazy that he showed up so kind of last minute, where it was only the last 20 minutes or 15 minutes of the show
Yeah.
or movie. I thought like it should be a different movie at that point because it just felt too out of place to all of a sudden have this crazy character after the focus was Lex going after Batman and Superman and trying to have them kill each other. And here Lex wants to kill the god. Like, he has this crazy notion of when he was a kid, he doesn't like people dominating and whatever, but yet he makes this Doomsday creature
God,
that's like the
yeah.
worst to kill the god. Now this guy's going to be the god if he kills Superman,
Right, and how
He's
are you
crazy.
gonna be overpowering over that? He doesn't want to have
Yeah.
anything over him.
And also going back to the whole dream sequences, like, I understand the flashbacks. I liked those, and I'm glad they didn't really talk too much about Batman's past with the parents. Like, I know they had to go back to it, so we're like, oh yeah, that's right, this is his past. But every movie, I feel like they always like have to explain about how his parents died, and it was weird how his dad survived. And I know they did that as motivation for Bruce Wayne to hate Superman because he died in that building. That was just different. Yeah. I don't know, it looks kind of weird, but I just don't understand still why Batman was so obsessed with killing Superman, because usually Batman isn't the one to kill people.
Right, and the storylines of, Superman. Did he or didn't he, kill those people in the desert? And we know we didn't, but the people thought he did, possibly. And then Lois, proved with the bullet.
Was a bullet, yeah.
In the Capitol or wherever they were with with Senator Finch, same thing. Did he or didn't he? But it wasn't enough to kill him, to prove to Batman to kill him. He wasn't. You know what I mean?
I know, but just to go like that far, because even like you see the Joker and stuff, and look how crazy the Joker is, and he kills so many people. When we saw the Dark Knight trilogy, and we just know the Joker's a really scary villain. Yet Batman never tried to kill him. Like, he put him in Arkham, he got him arrested.
Right.
He didn't want to kill him, so like the obsession, because he's like, Superman has this ultimate power, so he just has to die, and he killed these people. And Batman takes care of all these villains all the time. Like, he puts them away. And I think he has this thing where he doesn't want to kill people either, and I don't think he uses a gun.
Yeah, it was weird with that dream he had or whatever.
Yeah, when he was wearing a freaking trench coat over his Batman uniform. I mean, like, I don't know what the whole reason for that was.
And then all the guys had the S's on their arms, and we got that battle scene where,
That was odd. That was like kind of oddly
taking turns to go try to get him, and he knocked down or killed one guy. Okay, the next guy's right there for him.
The only thing with that scene... Sorry.
Then the other things were coming in with their wings on them.
Yeah, because that was kind of out of place. I felt like
it has to be a dream.
Yeah, because there was no build up to that, so it was kind of like almost like we were watching a different movie or something, because there was no build up or a hint to those kind of creatures before. So, and it was so different from what we've seen, because it looked like they were in an apocalyptic situation, and then you have Batman with a trench coat fighting all these people and using a gun and shooting people, and I'm like, what the heck's going on?
And then it was in that decrypted. And then because he was downloading.
Yeah, so how did he get into that dream in the first place? I almost want to rewatch that part just to see, and I'm sure when I edit I'll be like, oh, okay. But I feel like they should have expressed further. The ones who don't really know comic books or all the like heavy details. I wish they kind of showed like, oh, you got zapped into the past or in the future or alternate dimension to know that that's what was going on, that it was a dream.
If Wonder Woman took that thing, and then she said, oh, I just borrowed it and I put it back in your glove box, and then when he got it back, that was what he was downloading, right? When he went back to the cave?
Yeah, I think so.
And that's when he had that dream or whatever it was.
I don't know, but it was weird because then someone was reaching out to him, and I think now that we saw the different, it's called the Justice League, I know that much, like Avengers, like once all the superheroes get together, they have their own team too. I don't know who started it, because both like Marvel and DC kind of came out around the same time, but I think DC came out before, so maybe the Justice League came before Avengers. If you can clarify that also in the comments, that'd be awesome. But yeah, so once they showed that, I was kind of like, okay, they showed the Flash, so that had to be the Flash, because with the lightning, he was wearing red, and it made me think that maybe...
Right, and the symbol was a flash.
Yeah, so, and he was warning that you were right, Superman, he's not good, you got to get rid of him, or something like that, because somehow in that alternate future, I guess Lois Lane dies, and then Superman goes crazy and starts killing people, which I think would be awfully extreme for him anyways, because as much as he loves Lois, like, he still cares enough to really, sacrifice himself for the world, that I just can't see him going crazy like that, but... It's just interesting. Like, I really did enjoy this movie, though. I really liked it.
It was a little confusing.
Yeah.
In the middle and things, but then
they had a lot of plots going on, which I thought could have been handled a little better, because I like it when there's, like, a lot of flow, and sometimes less is more. And I love focusing on the characters. That's why I love Superman and Lois Lane in this one. And with Batman, I really do love Batman. I love the cartoon and the comics growing up. I didn't read a lot of comics about Batman, but I really did enjoy them. What I did read, and my old roommate Jessica, love you! She is obsessed with Batman in a great way, and she would tell me a lot of stuff about him. I really wanted to see more of him doing, like, superhero stuff, like saving the day.
Yeah, and he was just starting to get the lower thugs to get to that higher guy.
Because they had a lot of build up with that in the beginning with him just as Bruce Wayne.
And who was Lex's sidekick? That real skinny girl that was always...
I don't know. Yeah, they kept showing her.
Was
So
that just his assistant?
if you can elaborate on that too, that'd be great. Yeah, because I was curious too, because I wasn't sure of the connection there or anything. And we met Wonder Woman too.
Yeah,
That's right. Now Wonder Woman, like she was like Lex's assistant was following him, saw him, and he goes, "Oh, I was looking for the bathroom." And then when he went to go retrieve that device, and when it was gone, Wonder Woman's there. So are they teaming up? Like, it almost seemed like she was like
why was she there in the first place? Maybe it was just. It makes me kind of curious why she was
wanted
even
a
there.
picture or something.
Yeah, so she like kind of was. I don't know. I'm curious
So
about
many
that,
things.
but I wasn't sure if that was her at first. But then they were kind of hinting. I'm like, why are they showing her so much? And she looked kind of familiar because I did see. Not actually sitting down and watching, but I did see like a trailer or something once on TV or something with the Wonder Woman movie, and I'm like, I think that might be her, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to spoil anything. I know she looks awesome, doesn't she?
Every dress she had that big
gold
like sash kind of.
I thought that was neat. I noticed that too. I love that sparkly dress. I would never wear something like that because not that I have a body like that, but she looked amazing in that. I was like, I love that dress. That's cool. Although even if I was fit like that again, I'd be like, oh, I can like it because I'm never like that, so show that much cleavage. But she did look awesome in that dress. I was like, that's pretty beautiful. Yeah, so I was excited to see her in this, and I wish like she became Wonder Woman earlier on, but I was actually still quite excited to see her at the end.
I like to see her
giving
with
them
Batman.
hope.
I like seeing her with Batman.
Yeah, me too. I thought that was fun to see that. So
she has that little spice for him.
And what do you think of Ben Affleck as Batman?
I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it.
It was different. I liked it. I didn't think it was going to work well, but it did. I think it really worked well for him.
I'm not used to. I wouldn't have imagined him being Batman. I don't know why. I just
he had a nice body in this too. Him and Superman. I'm like, yes, eye candy for us.
He really was buff. Oh my god. And Alfred, I liked Alfred in this.
I did. And I'm like, oh, it's Jeremy Irons.
First, you had to get used to him.
Yeah, I kept joking because I'm like, Jeremy Irons, he's Scar, so I love The Lion King so much, and every time I heard his voice, I kept seeing Scar, and I'm like, so if you guys can clarify for us, jumping to the Dark Knight trilogy, we saw it a while ago, and we were debating that. We're like, did Alfred die at the end? I don't think he died. And you both do think he died. I don't remember him dying, but he might have. So if you could just clarify that again for us, because I can do my research on it, but I'm afraid that I'm going to get spoiled on some other DC movie or something about Alfred in the next one. He's going to die. Yeah, you never know. And we really are good at not trying to get spoiled, you know. So if you can let us know. But I'm like, I really don't remember him dying. But Michael Caine, I loved him as Alfred. And Jeremy Irons did a good job too, but it was just different.
Maybe
like
they
I didn't
just
have that
needed a more
warm-hearted,
edgy, a younger.
Yeah, because I like the older,
more edgy,
fatherly type. Yeah, like
technical kind of guy.
Yeah, because he was more of like a friend or something, not like a father figure. Like in my eyes, that's how I always saw him.
Master, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just like with Adam West years ago being Batman.
Adam West. Yeah. I loved Adam West. Yeah.
And Burt Ward. Alfred, you mean?
We used to watch the old Batman. I used to love that Pow Wham. Robin was always my favorite. I love Batman too, but it was always like Tom always loved Batman. I always loved Robin. That was like her thing, and so that would have been cool. I really wish they did bring Robin in this one. We were kind of saying that before. That would have been fun.
Jimmy, he died.
Yeah, that's right, Jimmy Olsen. Because I remember him from the old, actually Lois and Clark. I remember from that and the comics.
That's right.
And I was like, holy crap, like he is in this when I got excited. And they freaking killed him off so fast because I guess he was part of the CIA or something and he had a bug on him.
Or something.
That was crazy. Yeah, he was part of something.
He knew what he was doing.
Oh boy,
yeah.
I guess it did.
Martha.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Wow.
I mean, okay, so the whole battle with Batman and Superman, okay, it was an intense battle. I don't like good superheroes fighting against each other. I had a horrible feeling in my gut the whole time when they were fighting, and it really bothered me how he was like pummeling Superman so much. And I love Batman too, don't get me wrong, but I was just really rooting for Superman in this one. Although Batman got injured or almost died, I would have freaked out probably with that too. But I was really like, I always loved Superman the most, and I hope no one judges me for that. He is pure-hearted. He does care about people, but even though he's not human, I'm going to say like he is like a human, and he's very compassionate, and he does care, but people make mistakes, and he never was evil. He never did anything like horribly bad. I know he destroyed a lot of stuff, and he injured a lot of people along the way trying to save the whole world. Kind of like Avengers too, when everyone was against them, when the whole crater went up. Remember with Ultron, and then it came back down. The Avengers got into big trouble, and they had to be watched with the government and all that, and can only do what they said. And it just sucks that Superman had to go through all this crap. Like, I kept thinking, like, throughout this whole movie, they just kept beating the crap out of his character, which was the point. But you have this obsession. Like, Batman has this major obsession with, he has to go down, that's it. And all these things are building up, like, I have to take out Superman. There's no question about it now. He has to go out. And then right when he finds out that his mom's name is Martha,
Well, that was
complete
a big switch.
turnaround.
That was really a big switch.
And he's like, no, you're my friend.
God.
You're my friend.
And
Lois
came and said, that's his mom's name.
That's right.
But I thought, like, even with just saying, Martha, that's your mom's name, like, there was no, like, oh, like, no connection, like, to Superman knowing that his mom is named Martha.
I know, that was too
like
random
that,
for me. And it's sweet to have a, like, oh my God, like, that's my mom's name. But I didn't like that as the main focus of him being like, oh, okay.
Well, that's
like,
our connection.
That's our connection. You aren't
common
evil at all. Like, your
denominator.
1% is no more. Don't worry about it. Like, and he was even
Mother Martha.
Exactly, and even before that, Batman was actually taunting Superman while he was dragging him, and he was already pummeled to the ground and almost died. Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, your parents probably told you that you're the hope for this world," or whatever his quote was. And I'm like, "Oh, you're really like going there with the whole like my parents said this. This is what my parents said," and I don't know. Like I just didn't think that worked when he was like, "Oh, Martha," but I do like how Lex used his mom and, you know, used Lois too, but used his mom as the, oh, well, now you have to go after Batman and kill him or she's going to die, because I couldn't see any other way of Superman going after Batman. And as much as I love Lois, even if somehow she died or got like tragically killed, I can't see him going dark like that and just like, unless it's like a spur of the moment, you know, within a few minutes of just going insane, and then I just can't fully see Superman going pure evil and just killing people like that, you know? But
right.
All in all,
just mom.
Yeah, exactly. But I do love Diane Lane. Like, she's great as the mom in this.
She was great. Oh, hi, I'm a friend of your son's. Oh, the cape.
Yeah.
That was good.
I know, right? I know, capes. And I love seeing his dad in this again too, and I guess it was like a more spiritual like vision of his dad, because I'm like, how is he telling this story that he probably never heard before, and yet he's learning from it, you know? So he must actually did see his dad.
Well, you know, he's probably telling him, look, we saved our little world, but we didn't save the town. You know, so many more people were devastated with that storm. And I think that's what he was trying to tell him. Don't just save this little part of this world. Save the whole world. Look at the bigger picture.
Yeah. I'm just happy Superman looks like he survived. He's going to come back.
I hope so. Yeah.
It was so tragic at the end when Lois had the ring. It was like, oh, that's what got me.
He couldn't have died, no.
So all in all, a good movie. I really did enjoy this movie. I was prepared for the 3-hour-long movie, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a long one. But I actually enjoyed it a lot. And again, my main focus was Lois and Clark, and I really enjoyed them the most. Again, I love Batman, but he wasn't the strongest character that I liked in this. But it was still fun to see them battle it out. And I kept thinking with Batman's armor, I was thinking of Iron Man in Infinity War, how he had like the really light alien armor. And that really worked for me, because I was like, oh, okay, it's super strong. You kind of just go with it. But with Batman, it was kind of making me giggle a little bit, because here he has this heavy-duty armor. And I just think, being a superhero movie, it's fantasy that he would somehow come up with some kind of armor that's lightweight but super strong, and they would show that somehow where he could be more agile and really fight Superman.
Right, because they were showing how buff he was and how much he was working out to get stronger.
Yeah. He was just too clunky for me,
Yeah.
and then it was
Clunky.
funny how Superman just
Top.
kept like
Yeah.
knocking him, and he'd go whoa, you know.
Yeah.
And I know it was still protecting him because Superman could easily crush
Yeah.
him, but I thought it'd be cooler if they did like. I know I'm comparing Marvel and DC, and they're different,
Yeah,
but
okay.
it would be cooler if he had more of like an Iron Man type armor. He just found some other kind of alien way to go about it. Anyways, fun movie. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Please no spoilers for future movies of DC. I'm sure we're going to see those soon. We have a huge list going, and DC has been winning our polls recently through our Patreon, so feel free to vote there if you'd like to. We have links below, so check those out if you have time, and we appreciate that very much. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys! And real quick, who's your favorite superhero? Batman, Superman?
Superman.
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 Yeah.
I do
Sorry,
love Batman. I'm sorry,
I
Batman.
love you,
Superman.
Batman.
The
But
dark, I know,
Superman.
and I love you, Jessica, because Jessica loves Batman so much, and he is such a cool character. But I've always just loved Superman growing up,
Superman.
and Batman too. But Superman was always my favorite.
Superman.
Don't hate us.